In 2018, I filed papers in the United States District Court of Columbia, South Carolina, against South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, South Carolina Budget and Control Board, and the Office of South Carolina Governor for civil rights violation that was committed against me. And here's actual verification of that filing. And this is dated August 14, 2018, where instruction was given to the clerk of court to begin the service of process against the defendant, South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce. This document here before you also is dated August 14, 2018. It is also from the court as well. It's an order from Magistrate Judge Paige J. Gossett, where she stated the construction of pleading. Having reviewed the amended complaint in accordance with the applicable law, the court construes it as purporting to assert violation of the Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title VII, 42 U.S.C. 2000E, against defendant South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, and that is dated August 14, 2018. And this is an additional document from the court as well, where Judge Paige J. Gossett provides instruction to the clerk of court and to the United States Marshal Office. And here's to the clerk of court where she's authorizing the service of process of the summons and the complaint for civil rights violation to the South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce as defendant in this case. Here's the instruction to the United States Marshal Office where they are to serve that service of process on South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce. Here's the actual service of process that was completed by me and served by the United States Marshal Office to Deputy General Counsel of South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce on August the 23rd, 2018. I'm going to switch out for a second. This document here before you is submitted by the defendant on September 12, 2018. It's a motion to dismiss my complaint. I have not included all documents because I just want to focus on the thing that matters. This document here is part 2, page 2 of that motion to dismiss by the defendant, dated September 12, 2018. In this document, they had to acknowledge the finding of Judge Gossett, where they stated that simultaneously, Magistrate Judge Gossett issued an order finding that only plaintiff Title VII claims against South Carolina Duke were viable. South Carolina Duke stands for South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, just for clarification. So my claims of civil rights violation was proceeded before the court. On September 13, 2018, Judge Gossett issued an order directing parties, giving them instruction to respond to the motion to dismiss submitted by the defendant, which I just showed you. And here is those instructions. On September 23rd, 2018, This is some additional documents from the court where Judge Gossett issued an order regarding the court pleadings. And she stated that within 7 days, if anyone disagreed with the court finding, to respond to the court with a motion. And that didn't happen. I'm going to read it for you. If any party disagrees with the court construction of the plaintiff's claims, he or she may file an appropriate motion with the court within 7 days from the date of this order. This order was signed by Judge Gossett on September 13th, 2018. There was no response, only a defendant certification from the defendant attorney, and that was done on September the 21st, 2018. So, there was no response from the defendant disagreeing with the findings of the court. But yet, Judge Gossett still found a corrupt way, to give the defendant what they wanted and to deny me justice as a black man. Here is the order from Judge Gossett on January the 4th, 2019, where she dismissed my entire complaint against South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, South Carolina Budget Control Board, the Office of South Carolina Governor. I have not included all pages, just the one that matters. Here's the order where she ordered that the plaintiff claims against defendant South Carolina Department of Employment Workforce, South Carolina Budget Control Board, and the Office of the Governor be dismissed. Judge Gossett ruled against her own findings in favor of the plaintiff to benefit the defendant. She is nothing more than the oppressed judges in the Bible that oppress God's people. But not only her, Chief Justice Terry L. Wooten at the United States District Court is just as well. God's people must expose and confront these unjust judges so that you remove the oppression and the institutional racism. When we remove the institutional racism, I'm talking about confession. That they have to confess that there have been a level of institutional racism and that they have harmed God's people. And so for God's people to get to do justice that is desired, the institutional racism must be confronted. And the state of South Carolina and America does not consider a black man to be of any substance unless he's an athlete with a basketball, football, baseball bat or glove, or an excellent track star or entertainer. As long as they are substance, at the time they commit a crime, they may get justice then. But if they ever put down that football, that basketball, or that baseball, or that microphone, or they would put those track shoes and commit a crime, they may find out they're just the average black man, which the institutional racism has always been against and have always denied justice. So I'm coming declaring that the United States District Court of Columbia, South Carolina is an institutional racism by Judge Paige A. Gossett, Chief Justice Terry L. Wooten, and I'm asking the United States Department of Justice to intervene on my behalf regarding civil rights violations committed by the state of South Carolina and its agencies. And I'm asking the United States Department of Justice to investigate Paige J. Gossett and Terry L. Wooten of the United States District Court for obstruction of justice. And this is not the only evidence against Judge Gossett and Chief Justice Terry L. Wooten. There are other documents that may be provided later on, I'm not sure. Because as I say, this can be very difficult at times. But neither one have any desire for any black man in the state of South Carolina to receive any justice. And so I'm the only one that has been harmed. I'm the only one that have suffered. And justice is still required.